But we come to the third activity of the evening, which was harnessed climbing. There was like this telephone pole that had a platform, like a flat platform on top of it, and you could jump to grab like basically like a trapeze bar. And then if you grabbed that, it would like do that thing where it would come down slowly, like the harness wire would just like negate your speed. But I was terrified of heights. Even today, if I climb a tower, you will be surprised how much my knees are shaking. These harnesses, and I mean, they cupped you like nothing before. If they were any thinner, they would have sliced through you like cheese wire. They were just cutting right into the indents of your crotch. Every single thing that you had down there was showing. And for 16-year-olds, this was hilarious. Like, we were all laughing at each other. But apparently mine cupped me in such a way that looked very flattering, because after this trip was over, some of the girls in my class would come up and like flirt with me thinking I had massive junk. I'm like, you're 16, what the fuck do you know? You don't know what the fuck is going on. Come on. It swelled my head as a 16-year-old. It felt great, even though I knew that that wasn't what was happening down there. That was squeezing like bits of intestine down into this harness. But I'll take it. I'll take the compliment. I'll look cool without any effort wherever I can. That's the goal in life, right? It was one of those things that other people had to hold on to the harness and kind of like take the slack, so that if you fell, other people would like be able to stop you from falling and dying. And then I got up onto this telephone. It was a telephone pole's height. And I got up onto it and this platform, and I was just shaking in my little boots. It was so much higher than it looked. Strike 4! And I was standing up there and I had to wait for everybody else to get up. The challenge was to see how many people we could get to stand on this thing. He said like 6 was the max they've ever done. I swear to God, there's room for 3 people on this thing. So I was standing there waiting for everybody else to climb up, and then the next thing you had to do was jump and grab the trapeze bar and come all the way back down. And I was like, okay, I can do this. Nope, I couldn't do it. I looked at the trapeze bar, I looked down. This thing, I swear, was 2 feet away. It was not that big a jump, but my brain would not allow me to jump to my death like that. I was convinced that I was a goner if I jumped off. All these embarrassing stories that I had, they would have all been for naught. That would have been the last thing people would have remembered. Giant dong embarrassing McLaughlin boy. So I wussed out and I let them like slowly lower me back down onto the ground while everybody else did it. I think one other person didn't do it, and I went back down to the ground embarrassed. Strike 5. And I think about those moments at least like twice a month. I'm 35 years old and I still think about those things. These things stay with you. These embarrassing stories, they never go away. You never get over them. You never try to do the Spider-Man pose without having your man on the guy wire next to you anymore. No, you make sure. It toughened me. It made me a better person. But hey, at least people walked around school thinking I had a massive wiener. That's a good consolation prize.